So if you are registered for this course, means that you have been automatically upgraded to bronze for free. Under the bronze, you get 4 weeks IELTS course, one AI evaluated mock test, one USure university recommendations, free profile evaluation, and counselor support. Under the silver membership, what you get is all the features of bronze, but instead of one AI evaluated test, you'll get two. And you'll also get one trainer evaluated mock test, 12 IELTS section tests, USure Pro University recommendations, smart application tracking, free 100 hours GRE course. And if you go for the gold membership, what you will get is all the features of silver plus one-on-one 20 hours of IELTS coaching, expert university recommendations, dedicated counselor for entire application process like VSO, statement of purpose, letter of recommendation, visa, and everything. So yeah, thanks guys. I'll be giving it off to Shafiq.
Yeah, hello. Good evening, everyone. So I hope, one second, you all can see me, right? Okay.
No, your camera is not coming.
Uh, Camera is not on.
Not sure, but it's not coming. Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, great. So let me share the screen. Yesterday we did some listening modules, isn't it? So I have given some assignment too. So I believe that you have done them. So we'll discuss those first, and then we'll go to the next type of question in listening. Okay. So let me share my screen. Okay. Okay. So I think we did sample question 3. Yes. So sample question 4 and 5 also you have done them, right? Sample question in 4 and 5. So I assume that you have done them. Shall we discuss sample question 4?
Now, what is the nature of your complaint? I'm phoning to complain
One
about a
second.
flight.
Yeah, that's not for you. Okay, sample question 4. The first answer should be A. The coelacanth was well known to Indonesian fishermen. Yes. So it should be A, guys. And the next one, the only difference between the coelacanth and the other one is uh, C. It should, in one is C. And third one, it should be 240 million years ago. Okay, 240 million years ago. Yes.
The only coelacanth population in existence.
Okay. Then the fourth answer, modern coelacanth probably had no fossil remains over the past 80 million years ago because uh, conditions where they lived were not favorable for fossilization. That would be the answer for it. One sec. Yes. Then fifth one, fifth one would be A. Definitely, scientists had a better understanding of the coelacanth after 1991 because the French governments had previously limited study of, yeah, that one. And sixth one would be B. B as in, okay. So I'm going to repeat one more time for all the sample question 4 for the fourth one. First one would be A as in alpha. Second one is C as in cat. Third one is B as in boy or bravo. Fourth one is also B as in boy. And fifth one is A as an alpha. Sixth is B as in boy. Okay. Now let's discuss sample question 5.
The only ceiling of the population in existence. Originally,
Just give me 1 sec. Just give me 1 second, guys. Okay, sorry, guys. Okay. Sample question number 5 would be choose the correct answers or from the ABC, right? Yes. So first one would be B. Is it B or C? When the writer Sebastian George first saw Rosewood House, he thought, what did he think? So that was the question, right? So it's not B, it's C. He thought he was unsure whether to buy it or not. Okay, so it should be C. Next, second one would be A, and third one is C. Okay. Now let's. So is there any like doubts here? Do you want me to repeat the fifth sample question? Okay. What I'll do is I'll read it one more time. First one is C. Second one is A. Third one is C. Okay. Now let's go to the next set of questions. Okay. So here we have matchings here. You need to match these to what they're saying. So for example, obviously, you need to choose 4 out of these. You need to choose 4 options or 4 answers for these. Okay. So what is the instruction saying here? Always read instructions carefully. Choose 4 answers for the given options and write the correct letter here. So you need to choose the letter from the above matching. So you need to match it over here. So from A to G, whatever, for example, if you feel A would be right answer for the first one, for example, heroes of the fourth Turing is, you felt that an audio production. So you'll write it A over there. Okay. So let's see if you can get this for the first time, or how many people can get the answer for the first time. Okay, take it as a challenge, guys. Shall we start? Okay, Imran. Okay, fine. So here I play the audio. Yes.
here on Radio Philly, we have Jessica Meadows, one of the artistic directors from our own Selma Theater. Hello, Jessica. Hello. Now, you are here to tell us about your upcoming production of the play Is God Is. Is that correct? Well, yes.
Okay, let me stop here. Guys, are you using your headphones, please? I want you to use your headphones so that uh, the voice will be crystal clear. Please use your headphones, okay? Those who are doing from mobile and other devices also, please use your headphones. That would be better. You know, in the examination also, like I told you yesterday, you'll be using your headsets, right? Yes. I'm sorry, I stopped. Yeah. So I'm just repeating one more time. Yeah.
We have Jessica Meadows, one of the artistic directors from our Selma Theater. Hello, Jessica. Hello. Now, you are here to tell us about your upcoming production of the play Is God Is. Is that correct? Well, yes, but I just want to clarify up front that this will not be your typical play. In fact, it will be a radio play. With the pandemic making it impossible to have people come watch the play in person and to get the actors together to film the play, we decided to go with a radio play. I see. So tell us a little bit about the obstacles or process of converting a play written for the stage into a play for radio. With this particular play, the challenge was considerable. But by the time we were shut down by the pandemic, we had already put a year of work into the play. For that reason, no one was willing to give up on the show. Everyone wanted to fight to do it somehow. But with this particular play, there is quite a lot of violence. People beating up on one another. As you can imagine, that's hard to do if the actors aren't in the same space. At first, we didn't think this could be recreated via an audio play, but after digging deep and working with experts in sound design and creating original music, we were able to do it. Great. So, listeners, mark that on your calendar and be sure to have a quiet place where you can enjoy the audio play. So, Jessica, while I have you here, I want to ask about what's next. Can you tell us a bit about how next season will go? Yes and no. We're already working on our plays for next season, which includes 4 plays that are quite diverse in their subject matter. For example, there is one play about 4 friends who get together for a backyard party, and there are interesting debates about life. That one's called Heroes of the Fourth Turning. And there's another play called Minor Character, which is actually a short play translated into 6 different languages, including a translation produced by a translation app. So very crazy. The final play then is a combination of the 6 different languages. That sounds interesting indeed. What play are you looking forward the most to? Wow, that's a difficult question. With the first play, it is interesting to see the lives of these characters and how their relationships have formed over the years. So, a human drama. But with Minor Character, I am so looking forward to seeing how the director navigates the challenge of working with those different translations. Yes, very different plays for different audiences. So, are tickets already on sale for the upcoming season? Not quite, but we do have the Selma Pass, which is a way to pay now without making a commitment to a particular play or date. Buy a package of 3 or 4 tickets and then use it as you wish. You heard it here first, folks. Support your local theater by purchasing a pass that you can use too.
Okay, so I think you have heard it, right? So, in the starting of the conversation, there are a lot of things, she was talking about the play and the things and stuff, right? Then she talks about that heroes of fourth turning and on, right? Then she talks about minor character. In the end, also, she was talking more and more about like things, how it goes, and what is the play all about. So, you need to be very keen with the listening. You need to catch where they're starting. For example, heroes of both turnings. She didn't directly come over there, isn't it? So let's see. We'll send a poll. I want you to answer one, two, three, and four. Okay. Yeah. So the poll will be sent now. Someone has already sent. So we'll be sending a poll. Okay. Okay, I assume that you have given the answers. You need to just answer it in A, B, C, or D, or whatever it is. In A to G, you need to answer four letters, right? So, yes. Let's see how many you have given. Or do you want me to play the audio for one more time? We'll do one thing. With the answers, I'll play you the audio again. Okay? That would be great. Okay, so this is the way we should learn listening. When we come across new like words or phrases or the type of sentences or how to answer the question also. Sometimes students will come across for the first time, right? Or you might come across for the first time how to answer this. So yes, I'll play the audio one more time. Let's see. But did we get the poll? uh, is the moderator available?
Yes, sir. The polls have been, we have gotten responses.
Okay, okay.
For the first poll, the B is the biggest majority answer with 16 votes.
16 votes, right? Yeah, yeah. Now I got them. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. So, okay. And the last one also I got. Okay. F is the one which we got. Let's see. Okay. First one. First one should be B. The majority of votes were like 16 votes we got, but some of them got confused with A also. Okay. So the first answer should be B. Okay. And second one, heroes of fourth turning is, yeah, it's quite easy, right? So, but I don't know, many of you guys have given it wrong, like 10 votes for B and for C, like I don't know, you have given, I don't know why you felt it as C. So it should be E. E were like 5 votes. E is the answer for the second one. So next, minor character. So for the minor character thing, what two things she talked about? Okay. So first one would be C as in cat, and second one, second thing she talked about is F. That is a challenge for the director. So challenge for the director, you can write it as F. So any order you can write it for, by the way. So first she talked about challenge for the director, and then she spoke about different languages, right? Okay. So whichever order it is, I want you to guys have first two should be B and E, and second one C and F or F and C. Okay. So with these answers, we'll play the audio one more time. Let's see the answers which I have given it to you are correct or wrong. You're going to check by yourself. I'm going to play the audio one more time for you. Okay. Let's see.
Here on Radio Philly, we have Jessica Meadows, one of the artistic directors from our own Selma Theater. Hello, Jessica. Hello. Now, you are here to tell us about your upcoming production of the play Is God Is. Is that correct? Well, yes, but I just want to clarify up front that this will not be your typical play. In fact, it will be a radio play. With the pandemic making it impossible to have people come watch the play in person and to get the actors together to film the play, we decided to go with a radio play. I see. So tell us a little bit about the obstacles or process of converting a play written for the stage into a play for radio. With this particular play, the challenge was considerable. But by the time we were shut down by the pandemic, we had already put a year of work into the play. For that reason, no one was willing to give up on the show. Everyone wanted to fight to do it somehow. But with this particular play, there is quite a lot of violence. People beating up on one another. As you can imagine, that's hard to do if the actors aren't in the same space. At first, we didn't think this could be recreated via an audio play, but after digging deep and working with experts in sound design and creating original music, We were able to do it. Great. So, listeners, mark that on your calendar and be sure to have a quiet place where you can enjoy the audio play. So, Jessica, while I have you here, I want to ask about what's next. Can you tell us a bit about how next season will go? Yes and no. We're already working on our plays for next season, which includes 4 plays that are quite diverse in their subject matter.
So now comes the first answer. So now, see, till now she was talking about the plays and stuff, you know. Now comes the answer for this first and second. Let's see.
For example, there is one play about 4 friends who get together for a backyard party, and there are interesting debates about life. That one's called Heroes of the Fourth Turning. And there's another play called Minor Character.
Okay, so here she was talking about 4 friends, isn't it? She talked about 4 friends before, and then she talked about what is this all about, isn't it? The name of the play, isn't it? So you need to come to conclusion. Yes. So this is for what she's talking about. She's talking about the 4 friends, a drama about friends. So okay, so that is the way you should process in your mind and give that answer. It would be very, very direct. Okay. Yes. So you, if you want to hear, you can hear it one more time. Yes.
Interesting debates about life. That one's called Heroes of the Fourth Turning. And there's another play called Minor Character, which is actually a short play translated into 6 different languages, including a translation produced by a translation app. So very crazy. The final play then is a combination of the 6 different languages. That sounds interesting indeed. What play are you looking forward the most to? Wow, that's a difficult question. With the first play, it is interesting to see the lives of these characters and how their relationships have formed over the years. So, a human drama. But with Minor Character, I am so looking forward to seeing how the director navigates the challenge of working with those different translations. Yes, very different plays for different audiences. So,
Okay.
are tickets already on sale for the upcoming season?
So rest she talks about other things, you know. Okay, this is the way the entire play goes, and how the tickets are sold and all. Okay, that is rest. So they the examiners who make these kind of papers, you know, they want you to listen to all these things, you know. That is one kind of thing. So don't get carried away with the unwanted conversation in between or after, you know, or in the starting. So you need to concentrate on the questions. So read the questions first, introduction, then question. What are the options there? And even at the bottom also, where you need to match things also, just have a look at it. Okay. Yes. So that is what you're going to do. Let's do the rest of the questions.
You're on
Okay, so here we have another set of questions. Here also you need to match it. So, what have the speakers heard about each of the following courses? So, what have they heard about it? And choose 5 answers from the box and write the correct letter A to G. Next 2 questions, 1 to 5. So, again, you're going to write to match it, whether which comments are told by which one, or which person. Okay. Or which comment belongs to which course, I'm sorry. Okay, let's hear to the audio.
You will hear 2 university students discussing the subsidiary subjects they can choose from in the second year of their degree courses. Let's listen. So, have you made a decision about what subsidiary subjects you're going to study next year?
No, to be honest, I haven't really given it much thought yet. We have got a few more weeks left before we need to decide. And how about you?
Well, I've been mulling it over for a while, but I haven't come to any conclusions. I don't want to rush into anything.
Well, what choices do you have available in the chemistry department? I expect that they are related to maths or computing, are they? Not very interesting.
Well, they used to be, but these days we can choose things like business administration, project management, or even something called creativity and innovation.
Creativity and innovation? That sounds a bit different. What does that involve?
Well, I was talking to someone who did the course last year, and they actually put me off a bit.
Why? What did he say?
He said that the lecturer was excellent, but he also told me completing the assignments took up a lot of his time, and it's only supposed to be a subsidiary subject after all.
Well, how about business administration?
Everyone says that's dull as ditch water.
Hmm.
I heard the project management course is good though, very hands-on and not theoretical at all. So I guess it'll be a toss-up between creativity and innovation and project management.
Right. Well, I think I've narrowed my choices down to two.
But you said you hadn't really thought about it.
Well, when you're doing a degree in education, there isn't much choice. Most of the subjects are compulsory.
Okay, so what are the two options?
Either cognitive psychology, which might be good because I can do the classes online as well as face-to-face, or Spanish language.
And which way are you leaning at the moment?
In fact, I'm thinking of doing Spanish, mostly because I've heard that it's actually fun. A lot of the lectures I've attended this year have been quite dry, so Spanish might be the breath of fresh air that I've been looking for.
Okay. So here he started, I mean, the conversation started with the creative and innovation, right? So I believe first you would have put your pen on the project management thing, like the first one, then you were looking for. So here it is coming from creative innovation. There's business administration, cognitive, project management, and Spanish language. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll once again play the audio so that I can get maximum right answers from you guys. Okay. Yeah.
You will hear two university students discussing the subsidiary subjects they can choose from in the second year of their degree courses. Let's listen. So, have you made a decision about what subsidiary subjects you're going to study next year?
No, to be honest, I haven't really given it much thought yet. We have got a few more weeks left before we need to decide. And how about you?
Well, I've been mulling it over for a while, but I haven't come to any conclusions. I don't want to rush into anything.
Well, what choices do you have available in the chemistry department? I expect that they are related to maths or computing, are they? Not very interesting.
Well, they used to be, but these days we can choose things like business administration, project management, or even something called creativity and innovation.
Creativity and innovation? That sounds a bit different. What does that involve?
Well, I was talking to someone who did the course last year, and they actually put me off a bit.
Why? What did he say?
He said that the lecturer was excellent, but he also told me completing the assignments took up a lot of his time, and it's only supposed to be a subsidiary subject after all.
Well, how about business administration?
Everyone says that's dull as ditch water.
Hmm.
I heard the project management course is good though, very hands-on and not theoretical at all. So I guess it'll be a toss-up between creativity and innovation and project management.
Right. Well, I think I've narrowed my choices down to two.
But you said you hadn't really thought about it.
Well, when you're doing a degree in education, there isn't much choice. Most of the subjects are compulsory.
Okay, so what are the two options?
Either cognitive psychology, which might be good because I can do the classes online as well as face-to-face, or Spanish language.
And which way are you leaning at the moment?
In fact, I'm thinking of doing Spanish, mostly because I've heard that it's actually fun. A lot of the lectures I've attended this year have been quite dry, so Spanish might be the breath of fresh air that I've been looking for.
Okay. So I'll send the poll again. Moderator, please send the poll. So let's see how many right answers. Yes, please answer the poll. Okay, so guys, you have only 1 minute left. Please answer it. because I played already 2 times, right? So I'm expecting all of you. I mean, most of the right polls. Okay, so let's see how many polls we got. Okay, project management. C, yes, it is 100% correct. I thought people will miss. He was saying like it is mostly theoretical. So so it's not theoretical. I'm really sorry. It's not theoretical. That means it is practical. So good guys, very good. And project management is C, and Spanish language. What have you given? Most of the people voted for B. Spanish language is enjoyable. Yeah, she says fun. So the synonyms. One thing you need to understand here is they don't use direct words or phrases. So they use paraphrasing or a different vocabulary. Very good. And cognitive psychology. I got most of you have gone for D and E also. I don't know why E. So cognitive psychology, it should be flexible. So she's talking about flexibility of it, isn't it? It's quite as if she can also learn in the morning or evening, or she can go with the timings ease, right? That's what he said. She said, and business administration. I've got A and G also. Most of the votes. So A and G. So business administration, she was mostly talking about like quite not so interesting. She was saying so it should be G. Sorry, business administration is boring, and creative innovation. Last but not the least, the fifth one. What have you done? Is time consuming. Definitely, it is consuming. She says I mean, the person says it takes long to complete, right? So that is time consuming. So it is F. So I'm going to repeat the answers for 1 to 5. For sample question 2 is C as in cat, B as in boy, D as in delta, G as in golf, and F as in Frank. Okay. Any doubts here so far? So if you have any doubts, definitely you have the audio with you guys. Definitely, you will get the audio and the recording also you'll have, so you can listen to it. And also you have the paper with you, right? So you can access the paper with you, and you can also access the audios. Okay, I want you to do it by yourself. So if I repeat third or fourth time, it will become spoon feeding. You should understand how this goes. Okay, so I believe you'll practice at home again. Let's go to the next one, guys. Okay.
You will hear two.
Yeah. Here we have in sample question 3. We have okay. Okay. Let's see what it is all about. Here also in sample question 3, you need to choose 4. Actually, let's see how what are the things you need to choose here. First, you can go through the question once. I'll give 1 minute, actually, half a minute will be given to look at the questions every time. Okay. So I'll give a half a minute. Let's say 60 seconds. You can go through the questions like what is there in it, what is the question all about, what are the options there. Please go through it. Okay. Now I'll start. Okay.
Sir, before you start, could you
Here
just answer
community
this question?
One
Sir,
sec.
talking to his tutor about options.
Yes, ma'am.
sorry, they're asking that the accent is a little bit difficult to interpret. How do we overcome this?
Yeah, that comes. That's what I told, right? It comes with due course of listening to these kind of speakers, because we are not accustomed to speak. I mean, or listen to these speakers, English speakers mostly. And believe me, this IELTS thing is not an US one, and it is mostly the speakers would be from UK. So UK accent will be little like strong, right? And you can also get an Australian, you can also get a UK mostly, because this paper is like prepared, or there it's a Cambridge syllabus, right? So you get the speakers from there. Even used person also can come, like, and like there's a conversation. One person will be from UK and another person can be from Australia, or from US. Okay. Yes, to overcome this, you need to listen to more and more conversations. Okay, how do you get these conversations? Obviously, you can watch movies. Okay, so that is one way you can improve. And also watch interviews, guys. When a person is giving an interview, watch those interviews. And also, I'll suggest one news channel, BBC, because again, BBC belongs to England, isn't it? UK. So obviously, we are the paper is from there. Most of the speakers are also from there. So watch these news channels. But news is mostly in reporting speech. So, but then again, you will get that accent thing cleared. But when you want to really learn things, you see conversations, see interviews. Okay, that would take you to the IELTS thing. Okay, IELTS listening. Okay, so shall we continue?
Courses for the next semester.
Come in.
Jack, have a seat. Right. You said you wanted to see me to talk about your options next semester? That's right. We have to decide by the end of next week. Really, I'd like to do all 5 options, but we have to choose 2, don't we? Yes, but the choice depends on your major to some extent. You're majoring in communication studies, aren't you? That's right. So, for example, the media studies option will cover quite a lot of the same area you did in the core module on mass communications this semester, the development of the media through the last 2 centuries in relation to political and social issues. Well, that was interesting, but I've decided I'd rather do something completely new. There's a women's studies option, isn't there? Yes, women and power. Again, it has a historical focus. It aims to contextualize women's studies by looking at the legal and social situation in the 19th and early 20th centuries. So it would be useful if I intended to specialize in women's studies, but I'm not sure I do actually. Well, it might still be useful to give you an idea of the issues involved. It's taught by Dr. Steed. Oh, really? I'll sign up for that then. What about the option on culture and society? That addresses the historical debate on the place of culture since the Industrial Revolution in Britain. So, a historical focus again. Do I get the message you're not so keen on history? Well, it's just that we seem to have done quite a lot this semester. Anyway, I'll think about that one. If you're interested in a course focusing on current issues, there's the option on identity and popular culture that approaches the subject through things like contemporary film, adverts, soap operas, and so on. That sounds interesting. Can you tell me who runs it? Well, it's normally Dr. Stevens, but he's on sabbatical next semester, so I'm not sure who will be running it. It should be decided by next week, though. Right. Well, I might wait until then to decide. And the last option is Introduction to Cultural Theory, isn't it? I'm quite interested in that too. I was talking to one of the second year students, and she said it was really useful. It made a lot of things fall into place. Yes, but in fact, in your major, you'll have covered a lot of that already in Communications 102. So that might be less useful than some of the others. I'll forget about that one then. Now,
Okay, so here you need to match whether he needs to do it, he'll do it or not. Okay, so we'll do one thing. Um, we'll discuss first media studies. Okay, so what does media studies do? Like, he wants to do that media studies or not? Okay, then women and power, whether women and power also he wants to study it or not. Then culture and society. So this person wants to go ahead with it or not. Okay, usually it should be A, B, and C. I It's not 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so it's A, B, and C. Guys, you got it right. So one second. Uh, yeah, this one is yeah, this one is A. Okay, then this one is B, and the last one is C. Okay, I'm sorry, I scribbled it. So it should be A, B, and C, not 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so I'll play that one more time so that you can be more this thing, right?
You will hear a communication studies student talking to his tutor about optional courses for the next semester.
Yeah, I'll start now.
You will hear a communication studies student talking to his tutor about optional courses for the next semester.
Come in. Oh, hello.
And you already have the poll with you. I want you to listen to it, to the poll. Let's see.
Oh, Jack, have a seat. Right. You said you wanted to see me to talk about your options next semester?
That's right. We have to decide by the end of next week. Really, I'd like to do all 5 options, but we have to choose 2, don't we?
Yes, but the choice depends on your major to some extent. You're majoring in communication studies, aren't you?
That's right.
So, for example, the media studies option will cover quite a lot of the same area you did in the core module on mass communications this semester, the development of the media through the last 2 centuries in relation to political and social issues.
Well, that was interesting, but I've decided I'd rather do something completely new. There's a women's studies option, isn't there?
Yes, women and power. Again, it has a historical focus. It aims to contextualize women's studies by looking at the legal and social situation in the 19th and early 20th centuries.
So it would be useful if I intended to specialize in women's studies, but I'm not sure I do actually.
Well, it might still be useful to give you an idea of the issues involved. It's taught by Dr. Steed.
Oh, really? I'll sign up for that then.
Hmm.
What about the option on culture and society?
That addresses the historical debate on the place of culture since the Industrial Revolution in Britain.
So a historical focus again.
Do I get the message you're not so keen on history?
Well, it's just that we seem to have done quite a lot this semester. Anyway, I'll think about that one.
If you're interested in a course focusing on current issues, there's the option on identity and popular culture that approaches the subject through things like contemporary film, adverts, soap operas, and so on.
That sounds interesting. Can you tell me who runs it?
Well, it's normally Dr. Stevens, but he's on sabbatical next semester, so I'm not sure who will be running it. It should be decided by next week, though.
Right. Well, I might wait until then to decide. And the last option is Introduction to Cultural Theory, isn't it? I'm quite interested in that too. I was talking to one of the second year students, and she said it was really useful. It made a lot of things fall into place.
Yes, but in fact, in your major, you'll have covered a lot of that already in Communications 102. So that might be less useful than some of the others.
I'll forget about that one then.
Now,
Okay, so please answer the poll. Okay, so shall we discuss? So let's see the polls first. Media studies, most of you have given it as C. It is correct. And women in power, it should be A, 100% correct. Then culture and society. Oh my gosh, most of the votes are for B. Correct. Then identity and popular culture. Mostly, yes, it is B again. And last one is very good, C. So I think you got the hang of it really well. Okay. So I'm really, really happy. The poll is really good, you know. Let's go to the next one. Okay. Okay. Next sample question. I want you to do it as homework. I don't want you to do it now. We'll go to the yeah. We'll go to the next set of
You will hear
questions. Okay. We'll go to yeah, map, diagram, plan, and labeling. So this is a new one. So you have matchings which are till sample question. Three we have discussed. After that,
you will hear
sample question four, five is your homework. Okay, and then I'll also give some homework for this also for map labeling. Let's see what do we have here. Okay, so we have a map here. You need to again, like it's matching again. You know, so how this guy goes here and there, and first where he enters, and then he goes to which one. Or yeah, you need to just keenly observe or listen to it. Okay, let's see how many you will get correct answers.
You'll hear the librarian of a new town library talking to a group of people who are visiting the library. Okay, everyone. So, here we are at the entrance to the town library. My name is Anne, and I'm the chief librarian here. And you'll usually find me at the desk just by the main entrance here. So, I'd like to tell you a bit about the way the library is organized and what you'll find where. And you should all have a plan in front of you. Well, as you see, my desk is just on your right as you go in. And opposite this, the first room on your left has an excellent collection of reference books and is also a place where people can read or study peacefully.
Okay, I'll just give you the first one for you. So first, she says you need to enter the entrance, and then you have what would you have? Reference books. So in your rough notes, what you'll write is opposite to one, you'll write H. No need to write the entire like word here because no need to require because he says collect correct letter. Okay, so you need to match one to H here. Okay, you need to write opposite to one, you need to write H. Okay, we'll continue.
Just beyond the librarian's desk on the right is a room where we have up-to-date periodicals such as newspapers and magazines. And this room also has a photocopier in case you want to copy any of the articles. If you carry straight on, you'll come into a large room, and this is the main library area. There is fiction in the shelves on the left and non-fiction materials on your right, and on the shelves on the far wall, there is an excellent collection of books relating to local history. We're hoping to add a section on local tourist attractions too, later in the year. Through the far door in the library, just past the fiction shelves, is a seminar room, and that can be booked for meetings or talks. And next door to that is the children's library, which has a good collection of stories and picture books for the under 11s. Then,
There's a large room to the right of the library area. That's the multimedia collection, where you can borrow DVDs and so on. And we also have CD-ROMs you can borrow to use on your computer at home. It was originally the art collection, but that's been moved to another building. And that's about it. Oh, there's also the library office on the left of the librarian's desk. Okay. Now, does anyone have any questions? Yes, thank you.
Okay. I believe it's quite easy, right? So I'll not repeat it. I want you to give the poll and then see how many correct answers you got. If at all we get the poll not so good, then I'll repeat it. Okay. Yes. Let's see the poll. Okay. Okay, the poll has been sent. Please answer the poll. Okay. So how many people have answered? Okay. Good. First one, anyways, I discussed, right? It is H. Second one is G. Very good. And third one is D as in Delta. Yes, most of you have given the right answer. And fourth, some have given B and E and F also. It should be B, guys. Fourth one is B, absolute B. And last but not the least, the fifth one is F. And some of you have given even E also. No, dear, it should be F. She talks about multimedia, and then she comes to library office, and then she speaks blah blah blah. That's fine, right? Yes, most of you have got it. Let's do the next one and see how it goes.
You'll hear the librarian of a new.
I'm sorry. Yeah. So here we have another map or a plan here. So label the plan below with no more than 3 words. So what you need to do here is you need to write like short answers. Okay. So the answer can be 1 word, 2 word, and 3 words. Like I told you yesterday, if they have given no more than 3 words, means the answer can be up to 3 words. Got it? So without delaying, shall I start? Okay.
Welcome to our informational meeting about the new dog park in Greenway. The Fairfax Planning Commission is helping to rejuvenate the old train depot and parking lot to make an attractive community space. As you face the main entrance, you will notice that it is flanked by trees to the right and to the left. On the left, there will be bench seating, and on the right, near the posted park rules, there's a dog waste bin. You can never have too many of those in a dog park, right? As you move inside the park, you will notice that all the play areas are fenced and have double gated entryways. The areas have a specific purpose and are separated for large and small dogs. On the east side of the Big Paws large romp for large dogs, there are weave posts for agility training. On the southwest side of the Big Paws large romp, we've created a unique stepping paws area that larger dogs really seem to enjoy. We've even provided a picnic table under the trees close by for owners to relax while their pets enjoy the park. The park will be staffed during open hours and no access will be allowed after dusk. Notice that outside the fence, east of the main entrance, a shed will be available for storage of cleaning supplies and other upkeep items. I'm sure that
Okay, one second, guys. Yes, it's showing battery low. Just give me one sec. Okay. I just put on the battery, the charger. Okay, it's my bad. Yeah, we left it over here.
park. The park will be staffed during open hours and no access will be allowed after dusk. Notice that outside the fence, east of the main entrance, a shed will be available for storage of cleaning supplies and other upkeep items. I'm sure this new dog park in Greenway will be a wonderful addition to the Fairfax community.
Okay, so I'll play it for you for one more time because it might be little tricky to answer or difficult to answer because you need to write some words here, right? Yes, I'm playing it for you one more time.
Welcome to our informational meeting about the new dog park in Greenway. The Fairfax Planning Commission is helping to rejuvenate the old train depot and parking lot to make an attractive community space. As you face the main entrance, you will notice that it is flanked by trees to the right and to the left. On the left, there will be bench seating, and on the right, near the posted park rules, there's a dog waste bin. You can never have too many of those in a dog park, right? As you move inside the park, you will notice that all the play areas are fenced and have double gated entryways. The areas have a specific purpose and are separated for large and small dogs. On the east side of the Big Paws large romp for large dogs, there are weave posts for agility training. On the southwest side of the Big Paws large romp, we've created a unique stepping paws area that larger dogs really seem to enjoy. We've even provided a picnic table under the trees close by for owners to relax while their pets enjoy the park. The park will be staffed during open hours and no access will be allowed after dusk. Notice that outside the fence, east of the main entrance, a shed will be available for storage of cleaning supplies and other upkeep items. I'm sure this new dog park in Greenway will be a wonderful addition to the Fairfax community.
Okay, so let's discuss the answers. I'll give you the poll. Let's see. Shall we give the poll for this? Yes. Moderator, are you giving the poll or shall we discuss? Shall I discuss the answers?
So there's no poll for this question.
Okay, okay, great. So the first one would be dog waste bin, which she says we don't have many over here, right? So she's talking about the dog waste bin. Second is, yeah, this is a little tricky. She says east and then, right? Yeah, it says weave posts. Okay, so she's talking about weave posts the second one where it is over here, right? She talks about that, and then she talks about this table, right? What is this under the trees? It has picnic table. Okay. Second answer is weave posts. WEAVE POSTS. Weave posts and picnic table. Third one is picnic table, and not but last but not the least is the fourth one, which is shed. 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 Okay. Yes. So shed is over here. If you can just see. Okay. I know it is out of the map, but yes, this is the way it is. But yes, when once you answer these kind of questions, you will get used to it. So, by the way, like some of you have joined us, I think newly today also, right? So, IELTS listening is for 40 questions and 40 marks, and each answer will be allotted 1 mark. For example, if even if you write 39 correct answers, okay, you'll get 9 bands, full band score. So the highest band score is 9, right? So 39 to 40, 9 bands. And for some, if you get like 35, definitely you'll get 8 bands. Okay. And always your aim should be 30 plus, so that 30 plus 30 is 7 bands. And there's a lot of like scope to get more band scores in listening. So always aim 7.58 like that. Okay. So that it will subsidize when the overall score comes, right? Like listening, reading, writing, and speaking. It will give that boost up to the final band score, or overall score we call it as, right? Yes. So the overall score, how it is calculated, we'll discuss later. Usually, it is the aggregation of all the 4 modules or the 4 papers, which are listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Okay. Yes. And
Welcome to our informational meeting about the new dog park in
I'm sorry.
Greenway.
Yeah. So rest of the questions, like sample question, uh, here in one also we have left sample question 5 and 4, right? We have done till here. Whatever questions we have
You will
left, you are going
you
to
will
do it as homework. And sample question 1 we have done here for maps, and sample question 2 we have done. So 3 and 4 and also 5, you're going to do it. And sixth one is also there. It will be easy. I want you to try these till sample question 6. I know it is quite a big assignment. I know it will take not more than half an hour for you to do this. So you'll get the audios and the test paper. Yeah, the moderator will let you know where to get. Okay. And yeah, any doubts, guys? Yeah.
So there's a doubt which is saying that in the real exam, the questions would be of this level or would they be more difficult?
Yeah, it depends. Like yesterday we were discussing, there are 4 sections in reading, right? The first section will be easier. Second section will be a little tougher than the first one. Then third section will be difficult than the first two, and fourth section, so on. The difficulty increases section by section, and mostly people find difficulty in matchings. So matchings would come in, MCQs, not matchings, I'm sorry, MCQs, multiple choice questions. Mostly students find, or the test takers find difficulty in MCQs. Okay. So these MCQs will be in third section. Mostly 99.99% they'll put it in third section. So maximum number of test takers, they say the third section is difficult than other 3. So when you have other 3 sections in your hand, that means 30 marks are in your hands. Okay. So make sure you attempt each and every question keen, listen to each and every question keenly and answer it. And then definitely, even for example, if you get out of like 1, 2, and 4 section, you get like somewhere around 25 correct answers. And even in the third section also, you got somewhere around 7 to 8 correct answers for that section itself. Okay. or seven correct answers. That means you still standing seven plus bands, right? So this way you should plan. So whatever, see, some people might find matchings difficult, some people might find MCQs difficult, some people might find writing the words or no more than three words, like what we did now, can be difficult. So it depends upon again student to student. So mostly students complain that yes, MCQs I didn't get that well. So when you have that feeling that yes, this particular question I have a feeling that I might not do so well, practice that. Make your negative into positive. That's what I say. And obviously, when you're good at something, you will improve it. You will just excel it. When you're not good at something, you actually practice it, isn't it? You should actually practice it. That's what you need to do. Okay. Yeah. Any other questions? So let me
Yeah,
come
they are
out.
asking, do we get the answers in sequence always, or is it jumbled?
That's a yes, good question. Yeah, usually it comes in sequence. Okay, not jumbled up. Here we had one question where it started from fifth and then it went like that, right? Usually it comes in sequence. Okay, so that is one thing I can say. One good thing in listening is it's quite lenient than other uh, two or three modules. Even speaking is also so easy. I mean, it's not so easy, but by the way, it's easier to answer. But compared to reading and writing, they're very strict. But listening comes, when the time for listening comes, listening is very, 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 like they will be lenient. Okay, so here, yes, they'll come in sequence itself. Okay, so don't worry. Once you start doing these audios, listen to these people, then you'll do listening like this. Why I'm saying you this is, it's I'm not saying that just out to encourage you or boost you up. The only reason is most of like you can see most of the BPOs are in India, right? Why? We Indians are good in languages. We can excel in languages, believe me. uh, so what we can do is we can very be good in listening and also in speaking. So we can get good band scores in listening and also in speaking. The reason is we can actually grasp them. Okay. So that is one thing I can say. Yeah. Any other question?
Yeah, they're asking for an easy way to answer the missing answers.
So there is no easy way. So like we discussed yesterday, once we have four sections, right? Once the section is completed, audio in the audio itself, this it says the speaker says, okay, you have some time to check your questions or check your answers. Okay, when the time is given before you jump to the next section, you need to answer or fill whatever you understand, because that is freshly there in your mind, right? That audio for the first section or the speakers what they spoke for the first section is freshly in your mind. So what you do is you'll quickly write down, you assume answers and you write it down. And by the way, I'm repeating it again, there's no negative marking. So don't leave any question unattended. Write answers for it, because and you need to write the answers for that particular section at that point of time itself. Okay. Yeah.
The last question is, will the questions be presented before the audio plays?
Yes. So, definitely, dear, because you'll get the paper and then you will be given some time to go through the questions. Like I told you, right? A half a minute is given to go through these questions, isn't it? So, definitely the paper will be in front of you if you're writing a paper-based test. If you're writing computer-based, also definitely the screen has questions first, then the audio is played, and once the timer starts, definitely you need to answer it. And yes, the questions you need to answer it simultaneously. That is the catch here. So if you're listening to the audio, you think that okay, at the end of the 10th question, I'll try to answer all of the questions. No, it won't happen. You need to answer then and there itself. And one more hint I can give you here is, uh, if you're writing a paper-based test, for example, this is the paper. I'm sorry, this paper is not so good. Okay, there's a paper and you have some small space over here. Okay, you have some small space over here. So by the side of the paper, you can scribble anything. The question paper, you can scribble anything because the answer sheet is what they check. They're not going to even keep a pen also on your question paper. That means they'll check only your answer sheet, which is there in the last. Okay. So what you do is you can scribble things, you can write things. For example, you felt that first answer is A, and then again you felt the speaker confused you, and then you feel that okay, the first answer should be B, so you're going to strike it and write it, and then you'll write it in the blank. So always scribble anything, you can do anything in the side of the, like we do rough paper, right? When we do mathematics and stuff, isn't it? We do some rough work. So those rough work you can there is a small space in the, you can do that. Okay. So definitely, yeah, these are things you need to follow. And I also suggest take some mock test. For example, by the end of this listening module, I want you to take a mock in a website. Then it will be a full paper, right? So we are doing in bits. Yesterday we have done one set of questions, isn't it? MCQs. Now we have done maps and things and matchings, isn't it? So I want you to do the entire paper at once. So we have that paper in our website. If you go to ubergrad.com, then there you can access. If you have any doubts, yes, we are ready to help, and where to find the test or mock test. Even sectional tests also, ma'am, they can also access a sectional test, right?
Silver members can access the sectional tests.
Okay, okay. Do they have the full length mock test they can access? The
They have one full length mock test which can be accessed by everybody.
okay.
But we would suggest that, at the end of the month, once all the sections are complete, it would be better for them
Oh,
to attempt that question paper.
yeah, yeah. So for this sectional test might be quite useful for you guys. You know what happens is once this section or this module is completed, for listening is completed, you can actually go to that listening module and you can answer them. You know, you can try that paper listening. So module by module you can access. So only for silver members, I think they can access it. Okay, so that you can do, and yeah. Okay, that's all, guys. Please do the homework, like the remaining ones, and we'll discuss tomorrow. Okay? Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Bye bye. Have a great evening.
Guys, I will be sharing about how you can access your Ubergrad handouts for the day. And also, we know about the audio. We will be uploading the updated version by 9 p.m. tonight. All right, I'll just be presenting my screen now, and I'll be showing you how you can access it. So once you log into your account, you will see this screen on your ubergrad.com, and you go click on your name and go to My Test Preparation, view the course. Once you open the course, you can see the listening option here. Go to day 2 as today is day 2 and click on the handout. Sorry. So here you can see the document. So instead of all these, we will be changing it and you will be getting the right audio at the right question. This will be for entire day 2, so you can attempt all the different sample questions that sir has mentioned. And here will be the recording. At the moment, the recording is not there because the recording is still going on, but it will be uploaded by tomorrow. Any questions? Oh, yes, I'm so sorry. Day 1 handout was here, as you have seen, and we have also uploaded the recording of yesterday's session. So for anybody who has missed the session, you guys can look at this and get back on track. Just a second. Sorry. You can play the audio in the background because it's a Google Drive link. and you can read it. But better to keep a pen and paper with you so you can mark down your answers and then compare it later. During the exam, you will be sitting, whether it's a pen paper or a computer based test, what would happen is you would be sitting in front of the system where the audio is playing in your ear and you will be simultaneously answering the questions. Any other questions? Okay. Thank you so much, guys. You guys can start leaving now.